Good morning. It is September 2nd, 2025. The Brazos County Commissioner Court now is in session. The Honorable Fred Brown will lead us in our prayer and pledge.
In the book of James in the New Testament, James was speaking to the Christians in Jerusalem, and in a letter, chapter 1, verse 5, he said, "But if anyone is deficient in wisdom, he should ask God, who gives to all generously and without reprimand, and it will be given to him." Heavenly Father, as we discuss the needs of the county today, we just ask for your wisdom, for your guidance, and for us to do what's best for the people of Brazos County. All of this, Lord, I ask in your precious name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Well, good morning, and we hope everybody had a good Labor Day. If you killed a limited doves yesterday, please raise your hand.
You got limited?
Congratulations. We will move to agenda item number 2, which is significant because there are only 2 citizens with input and concern today. And that being said, the court now calls Roger Lassiter. Roger, please state your name and the precinct that you live in.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Roger Lassiter on Precinct 2. Since there's only 2, can we have like 10 minutes apiece? Or just think about it. Keep an eye.
You get 4 minutes starting now.
Good morning. I wanted to talk a little bit about the RMA. I started trying to figure out weeks back about what the RMA was all about. And when I started my investigation, I did what everybody else on planet Earth does. I went to the website. I did check some other things, but what I found was the website hadn't really been updated at all. I attended their meeting in August, and I talked a little bit about that, and actually complained a little bit about it. And I give them credit because since that time, Mr. Mooney and his group have gone in and they've updated some things, and I appreciate them listening to that. But few of the things I found out in 2020, the first year they were in place, they had 6 meetings. The second year, 2021, they had 4 meetings, and in 2022, the year of the trip bond, they had 6 meetings again. And then the trip bond occurred. Once that happened, 2 things became very evident. The first time the citizens had a chance to consider funding the RMA, as you all guys all know, they voted no, but 2 things became evident. One, there was no backup plan. Nobody ever considered what happens if the citizens say, no, we don't want to spend $10. We'll call it a fee, but as we know, it's a tax per vehicle. And then the second thing that happened was the partners, which is the 2 cities and the county and A&M essentially, I think we lost their enthusiasm for supporting the RMA because there's been nothing. The first 3 years of their existence, the only thing that the RMA was able to accomplish without funding was they came up with some pretty nice little presentations about what they were going to do. But since that time, it's been sad. In 2023, they had 1 meeting. In 2024, they actually were able to have 3 meetings where they established a quorum. And to date this year, they've had 1 meeting. Now, last fiscal year, and this is really what I'm talking about, the county joined the two cities in Texas A&M and given $10,000 each to help with their operating expenses, which are negligent. It was said a few times, well, we're doing that to help pay for their audit. Well, their audit was less than $3,000, which, since they've had no activity, that sounds like a lot of money. I think soon you guys may be asked to again consider sending the RMA another taxpayer-funded payment for fiscal year 2025 and 2026. And I ask you to really think about what's happened over the last 6 years, which is nothing. Without funding, they can't do anything, but I don't think anybody really understands what it is they're trying to do anyway. And I want you to look at what this government agency has accomplished over the last 6 years when you start thinking about that. Okay? Do we really need it? Instead, we might suggest that we ask a few weeks ago, somebody in here said, well, the county can't just shut this thing down, and that's true. But there is a mechanism where this thing can be dissolved. And I might suggest that we ask our general counsel to get with his peers at the other partners and look into what it would take to do that and put it on the shelf, and we can maybe use it when we need it. Less government, not more government, is important, especially when you guys are wrestling with the budget things. Every dollar is important, even if it's just 10 or 15,000. That money could be spent elsewhere. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Lassiter, thank you so much. The court now calls Clayton Watson, number 2 of 2 from precinct 2.
I heard 10 minutes, right?
4 minutes
Good morning,
exact.
Judge, Commissioners. My name is Clayton Watson, Precinct 2. I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you. I'm going to be out of town next week whenever y'all, consider and adopt the budget and the tax rate. And I just want to express my appreciation for the work that y'all do. The annual budget process and the adoption of that tax rate is no small task. It's one of the most consequential responsibilities of county government. It requires long hours, tough decisions, and the willingness to shoulder criticism from those who may not have the capacity to see the full picture. The reality is this work doesn't happen overnight. It's the product of months of work by our staff who work their tails off to give y'all clear information, balanced options, and accurate numbers so that way you can make the best decision for the county. That effort deserves recognition, especially when this process is further muddied up by, in this case, a $2 billion batch of one-time appraisal district settlements. There's also this misunderstanding by the media of what tax rate is being adopted. I saw that it was 3.3% increase, which I don't believe to be true. Anyhow, although I won't be here next week, and I don't know if I'll personally agree with the outcome, I just want you to know that I trust this outcome because I know that we have thoughtful commissioners. Commissioners that have considered all the variables and most importantly show up. It wasn't that long ago that we had a couple of commissioners who willfully disregarded that duty and failed to show up. Those types of quorum-busting tactics fall short of the professionalism I and many other voters expect from our elected representatives. So, since I know that's not the case with any of y'all, I just want to say I appreciate y'all's work. It's tough, and y'all's ability to stay strong and make the right decision. It's important. It's also noticed. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Watson.
Thank you.
Moving to agenda item number 3, approval of appointment of Fred Brown to the Board of Managers of the 911 District for the unexpired term of Nancy Berry ending December 31st, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioners, any discussion? Fred,
you.
you want out?
No, I'm.
You're in.
I'm
He
excited.
knows that his phone's going to ring when they dial 911, right?
Ms. Watson,
Nope, no
be
comment.
no further discussion. Although,
I'm really excited about this because I was on the original 911 board when I was on the city council in College Station back in the mid-'80s. So,
You've been a politician that long? Wow.
You're that old?
no. Yeah, I am that old. I am that old.
To
I think I
clarify,
was
you mean 1980s.
1980s, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
like 26. Anyway,
well, we're
Delighted.
glad that you accept it.
thank you.
Any further discussion?
No.
There being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same side. The ayes have it.
Thanks for serving on that, Fred.
Thank you so much. Number 4, approval of the following job description.
Move for approval A.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
No.
There being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same side. Sign, the ayes have it. Number 5, approval requested for Constable Precinct 3 to apply for a certificate of authorization with the Federal Aviation Administration for the purpose of drone operations. Do we have a motion?
Move for approval.
Second?
Do we have a motion and a second? Commissioners, any discussion?
Do we have a drone?
I think the
Yes.
previous court approved this drone.
Yeah, it's a part of the,
This is part of the Axon
Axion contract, yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
Axion.
Okay. I mean, I just, obviously you're gonna get a
So,
pilot, but,
to answer your question, yes, there is a drone.
okay.
Any further discussion? There being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The ayes have it. Agenda item number 6, approval of amendment number 2 to IQ number 24-012 for grit trap pumping with G&L Wastewater Services LLC, renewing the contract for another year.
Move for approval?
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioners, any discussion?
you.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes, sir. Charles,
Court
Matt.
calls Charles Witt.
Charles, I was so proud of you last week because of the credit card thing that happened. But for the next 4 items on the agenda, every one of them are out of town. Brenham, Temple, Brenham, and Jefferson. And besides that, they're all extensions to a contract. So all 4 of these contracts didn't have a chance to be bid because we just added a year to each one of them. And to me, there's something wrong with that. We need to offer the same issues to our local vendors here in town. So,
If it's okay with you, Commissioner, I'll speak to this one in particular so I don't get
Yes, sir.
off topic or out in trouble.
And then stay close, please.
Yes, sir, I certainly will. If you look at the bid tabulation for this particular contract, Commissioner, the last time it was bid, we only had one responding vendor, G&L Wastewater. They're the only one that submitted a bid. There was no one else in town or otherwise that submitted a price for this type of service. So it's something that we struggle with from time to time is the number of vendors. We did as you're well aware, help promote and push and initiate the vendor opportunity fair that we did in conjunction with the Chamber of Commerce. We look for opportunities to try to sign up new vendors as much as we can. But unfortunately, for some services in the market that we're in, there's just not a plethora of vendors available. So if there are other vendors that the media catches or that are touched by the media, please feel free to reach out to our office. We'd be more than happy to sign you up on our bid platform and so that you can have opportunities. But the price on this contract, Commissioner, does not change from the previous year. They hold all the terms and conditions were the same as they were last year when they were competitively bid. And if we don't ever renew a contract, which is certainly an option, we can bid it out every year. I worry about the efficiency of our office and be able to turn these things in a timely fashion if we don't ever extend or renew the contract. And then the final point I'll make is the efficiency gained by having a vendor that has a multi-year contract. It is, or at least the opportunity to have multi-year contract, is that they learn the types of services, they know who to contact, they learn, what our billing is. I've had a compliment last week. I had an interview with the engineering firm, and he complimented us on our ability to pay so quickly and timely. And so when they see the benefits of this, we hope to gain the benefit of that for not only purchasing, but as well as our user departments and the accounts payable and the treasurer's and auditor's office.
Do you know if the cities or A&M use these type of services?
To my understanding, yes, sir, they do use these as well.
So I noticed the next one, we've done a cooperative
Yes, sir.
contract. Have you any thought of trying to get a cooperative contract with them regarding this service?
Yes, sir. We actually are, City College Station has a vendor fair coming up. We're actually going to reach out to them. We've done this before and tried to see how we could collaborate on some of these services together. But that is definitely on our list of things to do in the near future to see what we can gain some additional buying power.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Commissioner Colville?
Well, I appreciate the question Commissioner Brown asks, but I really appreciate the answer as well. If gaining efficiencies and moving with something like this where you had one respondent, I'm comfortable with. I think we're all trying to do the best job for the county, and I know you guys are over there. So,
Sir,
good work.
thank you.
Commissioner Brown, did you have any more?
yes, sir. Charles, I think the thing that disturbs me the most is most of these contracts started in 2022, and that's going on 4 years, and here we're just extending it without going out for a bid over this long period of time. And that's the thing that concerns me the most about it.
Certainly. If I may respond to that, I think the
Please.
CPI from 2022 to now has gone up considerably as well. The fact that we're able to maintain the same pricing over that many years, I think speaks to the testament of the customer that Brazos County is. I can't take credit for that, but it does speak to the ability for us to hold our prices, and not having to do that additional competition, I think, is an overall savings for the taxpayer and for the county departments as well, to some degree. So we don't extend these things forever. We typically put a cap on them at 5 years, and then often we're not able to go that full 5 years because the vendor says, hey, I have to go up on my pricing. And our response to that is certainly we're happy to evaluate that, but we're going to do so in a competitive market where you have to submit another response for that.
Good.
So that is our process.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Commissioner Watson.
No, I was just going to say, while I can appreciate Commissioner Brown always making sure that we give business to local vendors, I think what Charles said about the market, what I have found in Brazos County is that we don't always have the vendors, you know, who can accommodate even what we need. You know, just because we say we want to, you know, shop locally, that doesn't always mean that we have the local products. It's no different than when women go shopping, somebody will say, oh, I want to go get a new pair of shoes in Houston, because you cannot find it in Brazos County. So my assumption is on some of the things that you question and some of the things that we sort of do a single vendor on is because we don't have that in Brazos County. We may be growing, but we are still not a big enough market to accommodate certain kinds of products and or vendors. So I'm assuming that's the operation that you're talking about. There really wasn't a vendor in Brazos County that could accommodate us.
I don't know that for sure that there's not a vendor. They have to be on the City of Bryan, has a list of vendors that are licensed to be able to operate that type of facility here in town. But they have to have the insurance, they have to have the availability, they have to have the capacity to be able to handle our contracts on an as-needed basis. So the Expo and the Brazos Center, I think the Brazos Center, the Expo for sure, has a very full schedule. Jack and her folks do a tremendous job keeping that thing rented out. You don't always know when those hits are going to come, and you have to have that grit trap pumped out because it's full, and so it winds up turning into an issue. We don't want the city fussing at us for...
But you're still saying we need a vendor who can meet the needs of the county,
Yes, ma'am.
which includes availability, time, quick
Yes, ma'am.
response, all of the above.
It's not that you just have a trash pump and a 2-inch hose and a tank. It's more complicated than that. You have to be able to handle the business and the insurance and all to meet the county standards to handle our any liability.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Went.
Charles.
Commissioners, any other
pleasure.
questions? Ms. Aubrey, we do have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same side. The ayes have it. Moving to agenda item number 7, approval of the amendment number 1 to contract number 24-136 for fuel with Fikes Wholesale Incorporated, extending the contract for an additional year.
Move approval.
We
Second.
have a motion and a second. Discussion?
Just a ditto to number 6.
I believe, Mr. Went, we are in a cooperative, correct?
Yes,
City.
sir. That is a cooperative bid with Texas A&M, the cities, the school districts, to try to maximize our buying power there, and we definitely are the beneficiary of that. We're not the biggest one on there. I don't know that we're the smallest one either, but there are efficiencies there from gain from all of those entities working together. It's truly, as Commissioner Nettles has championed, government working together to try to get the best value for the taxpayers.
And what year are we in on that contract?
4 years.
4, I think,
We are on 4.
of
Thank you.
5.
Commissioners, any questions for Mr. Went? Motion
sir.
and a second, correct? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same side. The ayes have it. Moving to agenda item number 8, approval of amendment number 2 to bid number 25-006R, fire alarm monitoring with Herman Alarms LLC to renew for an additional year.
Move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Commissioners, any discussion?
Yes.
Mr. Nettles.
This may be, if you could clear up, the last page looks like we're paying for cellular monitoring for the old VISD, which doesn't exist anymore.
Mr. Went.
I assume since it's a continuation of the contract, that's not part of the pricing?
Yes, sir. We should not be paying for that. The facility services should have terminated service on that. We shouldn't be paying for that anymore. I'd have to verify with them, but again, as a renewal, it was on there at the time when we originally did it, so.
Okay.
I'll
Just a
verify
little
with.
confusing.
Yes, sir.
'Cause
I will, I'll verify with facility services and we'll get this. We'll
Okay.
make sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioners, any further discussion? We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The ayes have it. Moving to agenda item number 9, approval of amendment number 1 to bid number 25-007R, stall shavings and pellets with Queen Horse Bedding of Texas Incorporated for an additional year, and to remove workers' compensation from contract requirements.
Move for approval.
We have a motion
Second?
and a second. Any discussion? Mr. Went, would you please let everybody know why the workers' compensation was removed from the contract?
Certainly.
And then, Mr. Commissioner Nettles, we'll come back to you.
The workers' comp was removed. It was originally a requirement. It's a standard term in all of our stuff. If there's a possibility of them coming on our work site or any of our county properties, to make sure that if they are injured, we have that liability coverage there. The vendor that delivers these, delivers them with a common carrier, which we cannot require them to have workers' comp, and so we removed that. We worked in conjunction with risk management to request that being removed, and they were gracious enough to concede that that was an unnecessary term.
Thank you. Commissioner Nettles.
This is an excellent price you guys negotiated
Yes.
for shavings. I know a little bit about buying those. My wife buys them regularly for our 2 horses. But the packet is missing pages 2 through 9. Anything important on that we need to know?
More than likely, when the vendor submitted that, Commissioner, and I would like to take credit for negotiating such a wonderful price. But as we all know, my coworkers really do all of the work. But even there, this is a bid price, and so it is something that they fill in the price and they submit to us. And so I want to give credit where the credit's due. The Expo Center does a tremendous job managing this contract, and the vendor did it. Pages 2 through 9 are the general terms and conditions that the vendor has complied with. They have agreed that they'll comply with, but they did not provide that in their response back to us. We did not print those out and add those additionally, but they're still held to those terms throughout the term of the contract.
Okay, thank you.
It's important stuff, but they didn't include it on theirs, and so we don't want to, because of numbering and the way you print things out, it would look like some of it was potentially duplicated or deleted. And anyway, we scanned it as it is, but they are still held to those terms.
Okay.
Commissioners, any further questions or comments? So we have a motion and a second on agenda item number 9. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The ayes have it. Moving to agenda item number 10, award of bid number 26-004, Pest Control Services, recommended award, All Star Pest Control.
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioners, any discussion?
Yes, sir.
Commissioner Brown.
Charles, I beat you up on 4, but I want to give you kudos on this one, because this is a local company. Thank you.
So,
It's
Commissioner Nettles.
yeah, I did have a question, though. On the final page of your packet, it looks like one of the other bidders was actually lower than All-Star. Why did we select All-Star when we had a lower bid from another?
certainly. The vendor that that in question did not complete the whole entire pricing sheet. They left out pricing for the termite treatment
So they weren't-
as requested,
They weren't considered because they didn't, okay.
because they didn't complete it accurately and completely.
Yep.
And so
Okay.
we had a discussion with them. We even called the vendor to verify, and he said that they couldn't give us a price at that time. We are considering changing the format of this solicitation so that to eliminate the possibility of that happening again or providing additional clarity. And so it's our ever-going process to try to not eliminate vendors if possible, if there's something that we can do additionally.
Okay, thank you.
Commissioners, any further questions for Mr. Went? We have a motion and a second on the pest control services. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same side. The ayes have it. Moving to agenda item number 11, approval of the following LexisNexis contracts.
Move approval A through C.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
So I did have a question,
Commissioner
Charles.
Nettles. Charles, welcome back.
Thank you.
So I realize the jail, but why do we have separate contract for the judges and then the county attorney? Seemed like we would get a better contract if we did larger volume under one contract.
LexisNexis is an interesting vendor, a multinational company that is very fun to negotiate with. We look forward to the opportunity for challenges every year when this comes up. The different contracts contain different aspects of their services that some utilize and some don't.
Some don't.
So for the the law library for the jail, they have a very specific list of items available to them. The judges have a little more expansive, and then the county attorney, I may be getting this wrong to some degree, but I think there's provision maybe for some books or something in there as well. Some of the lawyers like to look at the actual book in addition to the online features that they have available. So that's the distinction, I believe, between there is the level or provision of services.
Have we reached out to the cities about their city attorneys and their municipal judges to try to collate with them about the needs for these?
We have not, but we certainly will
Okay.
include that in the list of things to do. I don't know if we're going to get much leverage with LexisNexis. I mean, they don't care. Well,
No, they tend to be very high on those services they provide you.
they have a very high sense of
Okay.
worth that they provide.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Went. Commissioners, any further discussion? So we have a motion and a second on agenda item number 11. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same side. The ayes have it. Moving to agenda item number 12, approval of the final plat for Southwest Acres subdivision, Block 1, Lot 1, 5.00 acres, Andrew McMahon Survey, A-167, Brazos County, Texas. Site is located in Precinct 1.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? There being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same side. The ayes have it. Moving to agenda item number 13, consider and take action on the Brazos Wi-Fi utility permit to directional bore fiber optic conduit within the ROW of Opportunity Road. Project also includes 2 road bores. Site is located in Precinct 2.
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion, Commissioners? There being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The ayes have it. Moving to agenda item number 14, budget amendments.
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? There being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The ayes have it. Agenda item number 15, personnel change of status.
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion, Commissioners? There being none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same side. The ayes have it. Agenda item number 16, payment of claims.
Move for approval A and B.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? There being none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. The ayes have it. We will skip over agenda item number 17 for executive session and move to agenda item number 19, acknowledgement of the fiscal year 2024-2025 budget to actuals by funds as of August 25th, 2025, and acknowledgement of the fiscal year 2024-2025 contingency budget by fund as of August 25th, 2025. Moving to agenda item number 20, Juvenile Director's Report on Detention Population. Linda, thank you for being here.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. We have 22 in detention, 17 males, 5 females, and 26 on electronic monitor.
Thank you, Linda. Agenda item number 21, Sheriff's Report on Inmate Population. Good morning, Sheriff Dickey.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. We have 767 today, 657 men, 110 women. We have 45 on electronic monitoring.
Thank you, Sheriff. Any questions for the Sheriff? Thank you for all you do.
Yes, sir.
Agenda item number 22, announcements of interest, items, and possible future agenda topics.
Yes.
Commissioner Condrela.
DJ Razzle Dazzle, No Fudge, the Judge, JP Rick Hill has announced his retirement. And I want to thank him for his years.
What was that title?
That was DJ Razzle Dazzle, No Fudge, the Judge, Justice of the Peace, Rick Hill. Wanted to thank him for his years of service to Brazos County. He's a well-respected and loved man in the community, and respected in what he does as a professional. And the nicknames come from, he's a DJ also. So I don't know if he's retiring from that, but we're going to miss him here at Brazos County, and I wish him all the best.
I'll second
Absolutely.
that.
Thank you, Judge Hill. I guess we'd be remorse if we didn't say thank you to Lee Corso for his time on ESPN Game Day, but Judge, Commissioner Nettles.
So today, the Veteran Service Office has moved over to the Brazos Transit
Effective
office,
today.
Effective today. So they are now open on the west side of the garage, easier for veterans to get to. So
And I would suggest we go by and welcome them and check out their new office space.
their new digs.
Absolutely.
Yep,
Commissioner Watson.
No, just, I saw it on, and I was glad that it was being announced on KBTX, because I'm sure there'll be some adjustments, because that's a long hallway when you see a veteran who is on crutches or infirmed in some way, having to make that long haul up.
Yes.
Up to the office here. So again, we really need to promote that, and I don't know how they're going to put a sign maybe on the door that says we've moved, or whatever the case may be. But I'm so glad that they have that. Plus, they talked about they're going to have parking designated for the veterans, in addition to those who have to use our public transit to be able to get there. It'll just make it easier, sort of one-stop shopping with transportation, parking, and access to a building where they don't have to go so far. So I'm proud of what the county's done. I'm glad, and Pam Robertson is just wonderful in that position. Boy, I tell you, we have a real jewel in her and what she's able to do for our veterans.
Commissioner Brown, did you have something?
No, sir.
Okay. We will now move towards executive session. Bruce, do you have any comments on executive session?
Yes, sir. For item number C, I would make the court aware that I have submitted my written determination that negotiating an open would be detrimental to the county, and ask that you unanimously vote to go into executive session on item C. Item D is being withdrawn.
So
Excellent.
moved. Item C.
Item C, D is withdrawn.
D is withdrawn.
Correct.
And so moved on item C.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Yes, second.
And a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same side. As we move into executive session, for executive session A, the court will need Aubrey, Bruce, Ed, Jennifer, and Rayanna. Executive session B will be Aubrey, Bruce, Ed, Jennifer, and Rayanna. Executive session C, Aubrey, Bruce, Ed, Trevor, Charles, Nina, and Marcy. It is now 10:34, and the Brazos County Commissioner Court will move into executive session.
You got a good place, Steve?
It is 11:03 in the Brazos County Commissioners Court. Is coming out of executive session. We have one more item that we are held to a 1:15 appointment. a 1:15 interview. So it is our intention to recess until 1:15, and then we will adjourn again after the executive session. Yes, sir.
We will meet in the county judge's.
Excuse me. Yes, the executive session will take place on the third floor in the county judge's conference room at 1:15, and then we will return here as soon as we finish the executive session. So 11:03, we are now in recess.